Okay, so England are playing France next in the quarterfinals. What's that, on Saturday? Saturday, okay. Big game, tough game.
Terrifying game.
We already previewed the England game against Senegal, but this time it's time to talk about England versus France. But before we talk about the actual game, we're going to do our combined World Cup England and France 11. And then we're going to preview the England-France game, okay? I want you guys to get involved in the comments below. Give us your combined team in the comments. I want to see if it's different to ours, who you agree with the most, who you disagree with the most. And also give us a little prediction as well on who you think is going to win and what the score is going to be. Because we're going to be doing that at the end of this video, prediction as well. But first, we're going to start with a combined 11. In front of me, Stars, you can't see it, but I'll read it out to you if you need help. I've got the starting lineups of England and France's last games. That's France's 3-1 win over Poland.
No.
And England's 3-0 win over Senegal. I've got all in front of me.
Perfect.
Obviously, you can bring in other players that didn't start.
Perfect.
That you just think will be better to play in this combined 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in goal,
what formation is just very quick? What formation?
I'm playing the same as them, 4-3-3 now.
both teams played more or less a 4-3-3.
Cool. 4-3-3.
France more of a 4-2-3-1 it was, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so in goal, it's more or less Lloris versus Pickford.
Yeah,
unless someone was to bring in Mandanda or Ramsdale.
Do you know what? I reckon with some of these positions, some of these players, we're going to have problems. But I don't think this is one of the positions. Well, some of them I think are just sweet, and Pickford's better, and Pickford is the better choice. Right?
Both Premier League keepers, so we know them pretty well.
I agree.
See them week in, week out.
But that's the problem for Lloris.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah, if Lloris is playing in like
we didn't know.
We'd be like, French keeper's got to win. You know what I mean? But we've all got Pickford unanimously.
Yes.
Jordan Pickford.
It has to be.
Has
to be.
To be fair,
When you press Lloris, oh my days.
Yeah. To be fair,
He's
got an error. He's got an error in it.
It was didn't get caught out already in this tournament, or they don't know.
Yes,
I'm not sure.
I want to say yes, but I forgot.
I don't know if I ended up with a goal going in, but okay. So pretty easy start. Pickford gets into our goal, goal for us. Yeah. All right. Now we're going into the defense. Okay. At right back, France started Koundé, but they also have Pavard, who's their main right back.
Can I ask you guys a question? Is this based on just like pound for pound?
Nah, this is who you picking. This is who you picking for Saturday. This is who you picking if the game's Saturday.
Yeah, what's the combined?
Yeah, so it can be based on the whole season. It can be based on the career.
But they've got to be in the squad.
Who are you picking?
They've got to be in the World Cup squad though.
Yeah, no, as in not 100%, but like I don't know. I'll go into it, but
okay. So right back, who's going for? Obviously,
France ain't got better right backs than England. Like any for me, any of the three would have got.
France haven't got better right backs.
You can't pick Reece James. He's not in the squad.
No, I would have picked Trippier ahead of any of theirs. I would have picked Walker, and I would have picked Trent ahead of.
Yeah, this is 2-0 England so far.
Who are you picking though? Who's in your combined right back position?
Personally, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, Trent, same. Like,
yeah, I go Trent. It's mad though. Like Trent had like 5-10 minutes in this whole tournament.
Yeah.
And he's in a combined.
I can't lie. It has to be Trent.
You go Trent.
It has to be Trent.
God, we're all very. There's a lot of harmony here, lads.
So far, so good.
Yeah, this is easy.
But to be fair, even then, you can still go Walker.
Yeah, we'll go Walker.
Yeah.
Go
still
whatever.
Go Trippier.
But for me, regardless of staying in England,
Trippier's been
and even Trippier, Walker, it's better than Pavard. Koundé's not right back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And Trippier has been the best right back so far in the Premier League this season, I reckon.
Yes.
100%.
Agreed.
Second, Ben White.
Yes.
I'm happy with that.
In the Premier League this season, it's been Trippier best right back, Ben White second best right back.
Yeah. Potentially.
As Rory said, we're top of the table, so you can't really argue.
So yeah, to be fair, you could even Ben White's gone home, but I was going to say you could even put Ben White at right back in the combined team ahead of their ones. Okay, so centre halves now.
My right, can I go with my right centre back?
Go on.
Off the bat, it has to be John Stones. Like
they had
Varane, over Konate, over Upamecano, over
in my head,
Saliba.
In my head, the centre halves were going to be theirs.
I think John Stones is that good.
But mate, just think about how good the players that didn't start the game against Poland for them on the bench. You had Saliba and Konate on the bench.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. That's the bench.
They both start for England.
Huh?
They both start for England.
I think John Stones still starts. Regardless, even if it's England, I think John Stones is that. He's underrated. I think he's underrated. It's like you said, if you heard the abilities that John Stones has, but he didn't have an English flag, he had a French flag. You'd look at it and go, okay, could play for Man City. You'd be like, oh my lord.
To Raphael Varane though,
he's head and shoulders clear. Raphael Varane.
I'm a massive John Stones fan, so
the thing that separates for me John Stones and Raphael Varane, you can't play Raphael Varane in the high line. He explodes with the ball at his feet. He's got decent. He's got good speed.
We do it democracy. Yeah, we say our piece, and then we.
For me, John Stones.
So John Stones
craps over
Varane.
Craps over Varane.
Has anyone got a case for anyone else?
I think it has. we can't put a back line together when you think about who England have and not have Raphael Varane in it.
The thing is, the reason why I slightly agree with you, everyone knows how big of a John Stones fan I am. I think John Stones is one of the best in the world, but club and country is different. It's like, I think for England, Maguire's been the better centre-back. I think for France, Varane has been.
But that's
like,
why us.
When it comes to national,
pound for pound,
when it comes to national,
the England shirt.
When it comes to national, Varane for France is different to Varane for United. Maguire for England is different to
Saliba is better than both England centre backs, isn't he? And he's not getting the French team.
Still too early to call that, man.
Konate is class.
I think Konate's better than Saliba.
Does anyone have another shot other than John Stones?
I've got Stones. Stars is right, bro. Like, Stones.
We're looking at in 2022. We're not looking at Varane.
Exactly.
Varane in 2018, where he was very
exactly,
good.
And I disagree with you. I think Stones has been the best centre back so far for England this season. Not this season, sorry. So far this World Cup over Maguire.
I think I've even put in my starting 11.
Stones has been immense so far. Like the Wales game, yesterday's game as well.
And the reason for me as well,
so
why
Stones
Harry
is in
Maguire
it.
shines.
So for me, Stones has to be there, and even outside the World Cup, Stones is one of the best.
I understand that. I understand. I've been cooked on the comments by saying that saying the
So I'll put slap Stones on the right centre back, left centre back. I'll put Rafa Varane.
Right, so Varane is in your team,
Varane
okay?
is in
So
your team.
yeah, that was more my issue. I was thinking that we were going to get into a situation where we didn't, because if Stones was in, I assumed that Maguire was going to go in because like. I would have said that Maguire was England's best.
That's what I was thinking.
So far this tournament, he wasn't particularly good against Senegal, but overall, I think Maguire is being better. So we're going basically one each. We're going Varane plus Stones.
It depends. It depends. Like, you want two French centre backs.
I think
so. Who would have been? If it wasn't John Stones, who would have been your back to for?
I would have probably gone what they started, which was Upamecano and Raphael Varane.
Upamecano has had a very good tournament as well. You're right.
But
it's not based on the tour. It's not based on tournament like this tournament. Who's played well, I guess.
I'm happy to agree with one each. Stones and
I just
and
think that
Varane.
the centre halves for England is our Achilles heel. It's our problem situation, and it's one of their strongest situations. And yet we're managing to make this one up.
It's mad how strong it is for them.
Yeah,
because like I said,
Saliba
Varane, Upamecano, and Saliba and Konate on the bench.
Yeah,
but then it shows how good. But it shows how good Stones is. That he's still getting the notch.
Me personally, like. I don't know if he wasn't English. I think the way people speak about Stones.
If his name was
Stonesinho, my days.
he'll be worth 100 million.
Because that me personally as well, Rory. Me personally as well with Stones. If he's playing alongside Maguire, I think it's like Johnny Evans when he plays alongside someone in terms of how good the other centre back looks compared to Johnny Evans. That's how I look at it.
Or make Stones Portuguese and just have that different dialect on his name.
Yeah.
Horns.
So this is currently 3-1 to England. This is currently 3-1 to England.
It is, yeah.
Okay,
But it could become 3-2.
That's 3-2.
Because our left back, Theo Hernandez beats Luke Shaw, surely.
He certainly does.
Surely.
Yeah,
And he beats the second. Who's the second English? It's Chilwell.
Shaw's not there.
It would be Chilwell. If Chilwell were fit, it would be.
Trippier's back up left back. So pretty easy. So far right now we have Jordan Pickford in goal. We've got Trent at right back. We've got John Stones and Varane at centre back, and Theo Hernandez at left back.
Okay, so England are winning. England are winning in what I would say was our problem position. This bodes very well moving further up the pitch.
Not bad. In
And
midfield now,
a lot of people look at it based on form. Like, obviously, the comment section is going to go, how's Saliba not in this team? Like, how's Konate not in this team?
Why is Trent in this team?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Trent one's going to be getting the most.
Of course.
I see here. But you know what's crazy? Like that fullback duo of Trent and Theo Hernandez.
It's pretty. It's attacking.
But
though.
the reason,
you know how good. It's
also very attacking.
Do you know what as well? It's important to just to clarify why Trent Alexander-Arnold is in our team. It's because, you know, if you were to make a list, like say you played a different game, and I were to say to you, right, all lads, get pen and paper and write down the 10 most creative footballers at this tournament.
Oh yes,
the whole tournament. So the 10 most creative footballers. If I were to do that, and you go Kevin De Bruyne,
Messi first.
Neymar, Messi, Trent Alexander-Arnold in terms of creativity is on my list.
He makes that list, yeah.
And therefore, of course, I'm picking him. The fact that Gareth Southgate doesn't necessarily rate that or favour that doesn't mean that I don't. So that's why we do.
You know, even the craziest thing is for me. There was 32 countries in the World Cup, right? He would start for 31 of those 32. It's just sad that
it's England.
He would start
for every big country. Every country.
As you said that, I was thinking, and there's not a country he would have started for.
Yeah,
apart from England, that's
maybe
it.
Apart of Portugal, Cancelo.
They'll push.
Maybe
They'll
put money
push
offside.
They'll
Put
push
money
Cancelo
offside.
left back
Just to
because they don't play.
fair.
They don't rate Guerrero like that.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
put
You're
money
right.
offside.
No, you're right.
What team do you think you'd be the best at? I think
Brazil.
Spain or Brazil.
Brazil. Oh,
Spain or
Brazil,
Brazil.
imagine the spirit of
Brazil, of course. Cafu
It
was
would be the
talking about
spirit
him.
of Cafu.
And what makes it worse, and Brazil needs a right back. They've got Militao
Yeah.
playing. Oh my god! You're
Yeah.
telling me you Neymar and you've got oh
Yeah.
my
Trent
god!
in that
They
team.
would love it.
Also, just seeing
got a
him and that
Brazilian
Luis
look at
Enrique
him as well. He's got a bit of a Brazilian look
Spain.
about him.
Trust me.
Oh,
You know what was crazy? Argentina, Messi doing doing
Yeah.
the free bastard.
Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, it would be. He is very unlucky. We don't appreciate. We don't appreciate what we have with Alexander.
Trent, do a
100%.
DNA test. See if you can find like a 1%, minus 1%,
1% Brazilian.
of Brazilian in
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
and just try and
Yeah.
get.
I would happily have him in Iraq as well, man.
Iraq in the World Cup.
He might make the World Cup.
Like
then.
him and Zidane Iqbal. It's crazy.
It's not a bad team. Okay, let's go move forward into midfield now. This can be interesting because
I'm not sure.
you're picking out of Rice and Tremaine. First of all,
Is it easy? Is this easy? You go
Rory
Tchouaméni, Bellingham, Rice
You have two
as a
sixes.
three.
because I don't think you can play both Tremaine and Rice. I don't think.
Can I
Okay.
say my team?
Mm.
I've got Tremaine as a 6,
I know exactly what he's gonna do.
Jude as an 8,
And then,
and then Griezmann as a 10.
Okay, if you're doing it that way,
Oh.
do we need to discuss Griezmann or Foden as a 10?
That changes everything.
Ooh.
because I know you wanted him. That's what I thought you were gonna do.
The thing is, I'm based on the World Cup, and I think Griezmann's been
Wait,
elite.
can we agree that Tremaine and Bellingham start?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
in
yes.
the combined
no,
11?
yes,
Yes, yes,
yes.
Whatever,
Yeah?
whatever this
100%.
ends up being, those two.
100%.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. Now we're missing one more midfielder. It could be another 8 or it could be a 10.
Okay, so let's just name them. Is it Rabiot?
No,
Is it Henderson?
No, it's a Fofana. No.
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 So it's-
Is it Mason Mount?
Is it Mason
Hell
Mount?
no.
No. Is it Calvin Phillips? No. There
Camavinga,
are. Okay,
no.
so this is actually going to be very easy.
Is it Kevin Wenger
Foden's-
potentially?
Foden's only played out wide.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
Potentially.
that.
Potentially.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Potentially.
Foden's only played out wide as well. And if you look at
Are you guys looking to play in a midfield 3? Or are you looking to put a 10 there?
Thing is, I don't think you have Foden and Griezmann in the same team, so we do have to pick one out of those two.
Yeah.
And I think,
Unless-
do you know what?
I think we can make it like the France formation, put Tremaine and Bellingham as a 2,
As a holding 6.
and then
And have a 10.
Griezmann and the 4-2-3-1, Griezmann
Yeah.
and 10.
Okay.
So the question is whether you have Foden or you've got Griezmann. I'm basing it. I know what
On World Cup heritage.
I'm basing it on World Cup, and I'm basing it on what I'll go Griezmann as a 10.
Foden's only played out wide this tournament.
Yeah.
Griezmann, if it's talking about World Cup heritage, has already won it and
Yes.
it's on path to win it again.
Yeah.
He's been the better player this
And
tournament
he-
out of the two of them anyways.
Exactly.
Yes.
And even outside the World Cup, Foden prefers to play on the left or right. So I'll go.
It's
go
about
Griezmann.
to get very, very France heavy, this team, though.
It
You know,
is now.
Foden isn't in it. Like, Foden would be one of the players that you go, well, Foden get in
Yeah.
that team. If Foden doesn't make our combined 11, this is going to be very, very French as we move forward, isn't it?
So
unless,
we've got
unless you sacrifice rather than having Foden as a 10, you put him either on the left or right.
But if you
But
put,
then
if
if
you
you
put it on the
can't do
left,
that-
he's not getting in over Mbappe.
Mbappe,
So
and
that's.
exactly.
No, that position's been locked before this video even started. Like,
But then you'd also say Dembele on the other side.
exactly.
You can.
That's what I'm saying.
You can if you wanted to.
This is what I mean. It's very French. And then, do you know the conversation that's going to go wild? I think the easiest thing to do, and anybody listening or watching to this video is going to go, well, Kane's in it. And then when you actually break it down, I'm not saying that I'm picking Giroud. I'm not doing that yet. But I don't think it's a given. Like, you know, at the beginning, you're like, well,
yeah.
Pickford's better than Lloris and we don't need to discuss
Yes.
it. I don't think we can just go, well, Kane's better than Giroud. I don't think it's as simple as that.
Or you can
But
have
then,
Mbappe as a 10.
again, you know your argument is Dembele given? Is Dembele given at right wing?
Over Bukayo.
Over Bukayo?
Well,
Is it given?
let's
I
finalize
think
our
it's the same argument.
let's
No, no,
finalize
no,
our
no.
midfield and then we'll
think
go
it's the same
forward to the
argument.
attack.
The only way, Roy wants Foden, and the only way for you to have Foden, I'll give you another scenario. You can put Foden on the left and put Mbappe.
Nah, Mbappe's best footballer's on the left, man. I don't.
But
Well,
do you know what
Mbappe
we're
up front.
doing though?
Because Mbappe prefers to play
But
as a
Faisal,
Or
we're
you can have
being-
Foden, Grealish and Mbappe. Foden, Griezmann and Mbappe, not Grealish, Griezmann. Put Mbappe up top.
See, Grealish.
No, I meant Griezmann. I meant
Foden,
Griezmann.
Griezmann, Mbappe.
Mbappe up top.
So, but we're leaving out.
So basically, because Mbappe wants to play as a
But
nine.
do you know what we're doing here?
Well,
we're
this
being
is World Cup
cowardly.
heritage,
We're
though.
being
Let's
cowardly
start
because he's
11.
playing on the left.
Exactly.
So that means,
No,
that
no,
means
no,
we're not
trying to
making
force
the big
it.
decisions.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So basically,
The big
Griezmann,
decisions. The
Griezmann
big decisions
Foden.
we have to make are this is what we need to do.
Griezmann.
Okay, so Tchouaméni and Bellingham, double pivot. Griezmann's in front of them
As a 10.
at a 10. On the left,
One question: is Griezmann having a good season domestically.
No.
He's the top goal scorer for Atletico. That's
he's
the
not.
thing.
Recently, he has. The start of the season, he wasn't because the Barca and Atletico had a contract.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
That Griezmann can't start.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we're basing it on this season, towards the end of the season, Griezmann, of course, beginning of the season, he hasn't started because Atletico and Barca had the refusal that Griezmann can't start specific amount of minutes.
I'm voting Foden. I'm voting Foden over Griezmann.
Wow.
I'm voting Foden over Griezmann.
Why the sudden switcheroo?
Because I can't leave Foden. There are certain players that can't be left out of this team. Certain players, like, whatever we do, Jude Bellingham has to be in this team. Whatever we do, Tchouaméni has to be in this team. In my opinion, whatever we do, Raphael Varane has to be in this team. Phil Foden is in that company for me and therefore has to be in this team. So my vote, and we're going to have to all... Look, I could be outvoted here, but my vote is Phil Foden over Griezmann.
But you know what, Rory, you're doing it just because you're English. Because if we're based in the World Cup, Foden didn't start the first game, didn't start the second game, start 2 games. Griezmann's been...
It's a very good point, well made, Griezmann.
The what?
It's a very good point, well made. He's won. That's
Oh, is
correct.
that easy?
No, he's correct. No, but it's correct. It's correct. He didn't start. It's correct. I'm effectively basing it.
Thank you.
I'm effectively basing it on the brilliance that I witnessed last night, which was Phil Foden being majestic. But I'm being influenced by one massive period rather than a tournament.
I should how easy it was.
No, it's a good point, well made. I can't argue with that. It was a really good.
The thing is, I was looking back and forth. It was
No. So it was a perfect point. It demonstrated it perfectly. I can't argue with that.
Okay, there we go. I've got Griezmann in the 10. On the left, Killy.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Mbappe on the left.
Mbappe.
I mean, you're talking potentially one of the greatest World Cup players of all time. You're talking potentially, in fact, almost definitely the golden. He'll break Klose's record, won't he?
He will. 9 World Cup goals already.
Yeah, he'll break the record. Like, Mbappe. In other news, water is wet. Do you know what I mean? Like, Mbappe.
On the right, though.
The GOAT, man. 6-7 years.
Yeah, because Stars, me and Stars was let me get your both because me and Stars was chatting after the game, and Stars mentioned one thing. Stars mentioned that in about 6 to 7 years from now, Mbappe will be perceived as one of the greatest footballers ever.
I agree.
So he'll be in the same bracket as so it'll be Ronaldo, Messi, and Mbappe.
Can you do that and remain at Paris Saint-Germain?
No,
he has to be Madrid.
no. Well, not necessarily Madrid, but he has to win it somewhere else.
He has to be
Why
Madrid. Huh? Because Madrid gives you that extra
Superstar
level.
status.
Or Chelsea.
I think the Madrid.
Stamford Bridge is too small.
Can you
Too
do
small
it in
of
the
a
Premier
stadium.
League? Can you? Yes.
Oh, Premier League, yes,
You can do it in the
100%.
Premier League.
But another, but
Man City.
But if it's not Premier League, then it has to be either Real Barca.
Real
Barca,
Barca.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree, and I think he has everything.
Rory,
Kylian Mbappe.
what's your stance in terms of if he were to win the World Cup this year?
Well, he would be retaining the World Cup.
I know.
He would be retaining the World Cup,
And
which
be influential on both.
You know what's crazy? He's
And he's
only
so
20.
young.
He's only 24.
yeah, I know.
So
Because
he's
Rory,
got
I'm not gonna lie to you, I
World
tweeted
Cups.
out.
Not even his peak yet.
It's not even his
Yeah.
Not
peak
even his
yet.
peak. His
It's not
peak
even
will
his
be the
peak
next
yet.
one.
Rory, because I tweeted out.
Actually, one after that.
I tweeted out yesterday. I spoke to the guys about it a while ago. I think like the first World Cup game or whatever, I was like, oh, this guy does not stop scoring, whatever it is. And I said, I think in 6-7 years, if he has potentially wins this World Cup, goes into his third World Cup, potentially winning it, maybe add a Ballon d'Or or a Champions League into it, I was like, this guy could be, like I said, in the GOAT conversation stuff.
100%.
But tweeted yesterday, a lot of people were like, well, Messi's won 2 Ballon d'Ors by now, like 2 or 3 Ballon d'Ors.
There's a different era though, because Messi wasn't competing with Messi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it was a different era.
It's true.
That's a very good point you just made.
It was a different era. No, look, I think Mbappe is. I think he's probably the greatest football. Like people will talk about sort of goal scorers, and maybe you say that Erling Haaland is a better goal scorer.
Yeah.
But he's not a better footballer. But like he's nowhere near a better footballer.
Yeah.
So
No,
Goal efficiency is it's Erling Haaland. But other than that,
he's not a
for
better
me,
footballer. Yeah.
it's just
You know, the separation between Haaland and Mbappe is massive. They're not close, and it's not 1 and 2. It's not 1A or 1B. For me, it's Mbappe 1, Haaland 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That's
The
a good
problem will
separation.
be though if Mbappe stays at Paris Saint-Germain, like Haaland's probably annoyingly going to win a Champions League fairly soon. He's definitely going to win a Premier League very soon. Yeah. I think Mbappe is going to have to be a little bit more ambitious. We're all saying that it's going to happen, but it's only going to happen if he makes a move. If he stays, if he's sitting tight at Paris Saint-Germain, which you can't blame him for.
And what cost the most that this season his little antics with not coming to Madrid cost him about half of the fan base the Madrid fan base, with his ego and everything. If he came to Madrid this summer and doing what he's doing now with the World Cup, we'll be calling him much higher. Just that ego part, just the antics he did with people.
And that's what Real Madrid gives you, though, isn't it? That little boost.
Like I said earlier, exactly. We give someone just an extra.
It's a platform, isn't it? It's a platform.
All right, so
Mbappe's
on
in.
Mbappe's in.
Killy.
On the right, we've got Dembele, we've got Bukayo Saka.
Usman.
Yeah, I think because it's not even definitely Saka for England.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not even definitely Saka for England. And also, like, I love
Hasn't
Bukayo
Saka
Saka,
started
right?
3
But
out
let's
of 4
not
games,
forget,
I think.
Saka didn't play well against America. Didn't have a good game.
He didn't.
That's why
That's
the
why
change happened.
Yeah.
So although he started 3 out of 4, he played very badly in one of them.
But scored in 2 of them.
But scored in 2 of them. He's very unlucky here, but I just don't think it's Saka.
I don't know what we're doing because with Dembele, he's a very, 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 very good footballer. We all love and rave the way, like eye test wise, he's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yes.
But are we talking about just based on this World Cup? We're talking about this whole
Dembele's been
season,
sick
the
this
year
World
and a half.
Even this season, Barcelona.
No, that's the question I'm asking.
I'm saying,
Everything.
yeah, but
Everything.
even whether we're talking about either one of them, Dembele's still been sick for both. He's been sick this World Cup. He's been sick this season for Barcelona.
Look, we love Saka, right?
I'm happy to go Dembele. I'm happy to go Dembele. I love Dembele.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love Dembele. I'm happy to go Dembele. I'm happy to go
I think I've
Dembele.
said it a lot of times. Like the best 3 right wingers in the world, Saka is involved in it. Saka is third.
Yeah,
Dembele
okay.
is second.
Ask him who the first is. Best winger in the world.
Fede Valverde is the best right winger in the world.
Valverde.
Yeah. I think that
Now
should,
ask me who the best centre mid in the world is.
He's the best centre mid.
You can't say it.
Fede Valverde as well.
He's not because
Actually,
You're a guy. You're a guy. Oh my lord.
My take on that one might have changed now. He's top 3 now on the thing.
Top 3.
He's top 3. Like he's not. I don't think at the moment he's the best centre mid. But in terms of but this is not about the centre mid. This is about right wing. This is about right wing. And Fede. If we talk about Saka, I think Saka is the best top 2.
You already got rid
in the world.
of Mo Salah.
This season,
I think Mo
the best
Salah's
3
done
right
very well this
wingers
season.
in the world this
Maybe
season.
not.
I think
Well,
everyone,
like-
if you ask anyone in the world, the best 3 right wingers in the world this season, it's been Saka, Dembele, and Fede Valverde.
Okay. Who's starting for our team now? Dembele?
Osman.
Dembele.
Dembele.
Dembele,
Cool.
yes.
Up front now. Let's finish up this combined 11. Up front. Kane or Giroud?
I think it's so tight. It's so tight. Like, Olivier Giroud has just become the France all-time goal scorer. He's won a World Cup. He's won countless domestic trophies.
Yes.
It's very difficult, this. It's very difficult.
Well, a
So
lot more than Harry
overall,
Kane.
I'm probably going to vote Kane. Just for the record, overall, I'm going to vote Kane. So you know where I'm going with this. But this isn't one of them where we just go Kane.
You know why? For me, it is. I genuinely believe because it'll be similar to what it does at Tottenham, where he's got Kulusevski and Son running in behind, and him finding the passes for.
Yeah.
Imagine finding passes for Dembele and Mbappe, where they're just so. It'll be. I think Kane.
Is it not massively disrespectful to Giroud to put in a geezer who's won nothing over a geezer that's won basically everything?
Yeah.
But
Giroud's won everything apart from the Premier League.
circumstances,
And he's
though,
been in the
innit?
heart of it as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you guys a
100%,
question?
'cause AC Milan, World Cups.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Montpellier,
If Benzema was here,
Champions
if Benzema never got injured, who would we have picked?
Benzema,
The Ballon d'Or winner, bro.
has got to go
That's
back.
I mean,
You
I'm
can't argue.
the same points that I'm making for Giroud are amplified 100 times for Benzema. I think if it's Benzema, it's Benzema. If it's Kane or Giroud, I'm probably going to conclude this by saying Kane, by the way. But something
me,
doesn't
it's-
feel right because I'm also a football fan who's always putting stock
Yeah.
in like
Facts.
silverware. Like, you know, like, I'm not leaving Raphael Varane out of team. Who do you think? Who do I think I am? Of course, I'm not leaving Raphael Varane out of team. Mental. I kind of feel a bit like that with Giroud. How can I leave him out when he's done everything he's done?
That's true.
I agree.
But it's Harry Kane.
It's Harry Kane.
Yeah.
But it's Harry Kane. This is why it's difficult.
Okay, but the question is, Rory,
I think it's
if you were going to win a
circumstances,
game, if you need to make your team right now to win a football game, forget CV.
man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm taking
win a
Giroud
game,
still.
Who are you picking? To win a game.
If you ask me, if I need clutch moments, Giroud. I've seen Giroud score big goals.
Because in terms of CV,
Clutch moments.
because you're
I'll take
arguing,
Kane.
you're arguing about accolades
Oh my
as
days.
Giroud.
Oh, you
I
was
agree.
Kane semi-final, bro.
To win
Wet
a
the bed.
football game, it's Harry Kane.
But you know those
World
big
Cup,
moments.
Euro
You're making
finals.
it one game, right? The biggest moments. Who's more of a big moments?
Olivier Giroud.
Like,
Olivier
you know, when
Giroud.
Chelsea play Arsenal in Baku. Like, it's 2 London clubs going for European silverware.
Olivier Giroud.
Giroud, bang, against his former club. It's a look.
Big
my
goals
vote
when
is
AC
Kane.
Milan
For the
needed to
record,
win
I
the
don't know
league.
why I'm
Giroud.
making
Arsenal,
such
Chelsea,
a
FA
case.
Cup final, Giroud scored.
Exactly. I'm making
Was
such a case.
it Southampton you guys played? Was it Southampton?
Southampton in the semi-final and he scored at
big
Wembley
goals.
game.
AC Milan last season.
They're like, I think,
Montpellier, he won Montpellier the first ever league title.
yeah, like if you're talking clutchness, I've seen Harry Kane play Champions League finals, Euros finals, World Cup semi-finals, no goals.
My vote is Kane.
That's all
My
I care
vote is
about.
Kane, but it doesn't. It almost feels. Maybe I am being incredibly biased.
My vote is Kane.
My vote, based on the team as a footballer, is Kane. But if you're talking accolades, then it's different. But Harry Kane it is. Has to be Harry Kane. I think if Harry Kane had Mbappe and Usman, it's different. Oh, Lord.
But I can just imagine Harry Kane having Mbappe on
That
on
1-2, all that stuff.
The trouble is, you have
The
to
best
imagine
passer
it.
And what makes it worse, and having
Griezmann,
Griezmann behind him.
Do you know what makes it? Do you know what makes it difficult? You're saying I can imagine. I can imagine Kane doing this. I can imagine Kane winning that. You ain't got to imagine with Giroud. You ain't got to imagine. You Google it, Giroud trophy, and it overloads pictures come up. Google Kane trophy. See nothing.
Audi Cup.
Kane wins though.
Kane wins.
Kane wins. So our final combined 11, I'm going to read it out one more time. Jordan Pickford in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. With John Stones and Rafa Varane at centre back.
A lot of people's going to hate that Trent one.
Yeah, I know. Left back got Theo Hernandez. In midfield we've got a pivot of Tchouaméni and Bellingham. In front of them we've got Antoine Griezmann. On the left we have Kylian Mbappe. Killy. On the right we've got Ousmane Dembele. And up front we have Harry Kane.
That wins the World Cup.
That team
That wins the World Cup.
Oh, facts.
Oh, 100% that
That
team
wins
wins the World
Facts,
Cup.
facts.
Now,
I'll be real, the only swap I'll do probably is Aaron Ramsdale for Jordan Pickford. If I could,
I've got a good one.
Aaron Ramsdale.
I will go. What about the manager now? Because we've got two.
Oh, man. Yeah, it has to be Didier still. I don't like both of them.
How
but it has
bad?
to be
You know how bad?
Didier
you know
Deschamps
how
is
bad?
bad.
You know how bad Southgate has to be for us to pick the champ.
Well, we've gone at Didier Deschamps like as a manager, and
Yeah, but he's won things.
that's what I can't.
Yeah, he's a winner.
And Rory, this question just for you. What about the fans? The French fans or the English fans?
I think England have better. Can I pick Argentinian?
oh, they've been great apparently.
Can I pick
this tournament.
Argentinian? Bro,
I've still not seen an Argentina game.
listen. Like, I've got one thing. I've been here about a week longer, right?
Yeah,
Whatever happens, you must go to the next Argentina game.
has to.
Prioritize it over everything. You must get there. It's an experience. It was like a coming of age moment. You know those things that happen. I was in with the Argentina
Changed your
fans. I was. You know what I did? I can show you it all. Right. I've been Googling and translating all the songs. It's all about Maradona. It's like the song is it's so emotional and like heart wrenching. It's amazing. All chanting like this. I was like practicing.
Oh,
It's
amazing.
mate.
Rory,
They adore Diego Maradona so much.
So much. They sing about Maradona. I Googled translated it. Right? It's Maradona's watching from heaven with his father, who's also dead, but they were like very close. He's like, you're watching us from heaven, guiding us to our third World Cup. It's amazing.
Is it Maradona Messi for you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that Maradona is ever better than Messi because the game has evolved so much, but I think he did some astounding things, and I love the story of Maradona. Like if I were ranking it, for me, it would probably go Ronaldinho, Maradona, Messi, but I'm not saying that Messi isn't better. I'm not saying Messi isn't a better footballer. I'm bringing in like emotion and love and other reasons. Like I loved watching Ronaldinho play football. Do you know what I mean?
understand.
I see.
And I love the story of Maradona. But yes, Messi is the best
All
footballer.
right, that's our combined 11. Before we give our final predictions, I want to ask two questions. Where do France win this game, and where do England win this game? What part of like the pitch? What game? Like what battle? How can France win this game, and how can England win this game?
Do you know what I'd say there, Sharks? I don't think we have to answer the France one. I just think France win this game unless England are perfect.
Top left.
England need to do everything right. England need to get it so spot on, managerially, everything. I think France win it. France win it unless they implode.
Yeah,
I can't really see I'm desperate for England to win it. I'm so passionate about this England team. I think that the team is so gifted. I just don't really see how we overcome this challenge by France. Maybe would it be Walker? Is that the answer? Is Walker and Mbappe
if Walker stops Mbappe,
the answer?
Yeah, that battle could be the answer.
You know,
I think the only matchup which England can win is the left hand side for England because Kunde's going to be playing there, And the right centre backs, of course, is a bit suspect as well in terms of whether it's Upamecano or whether whoever plays this. I think that left hand side.
It will be Varane. It'll be Varane.
That right hand side for France, but left hand side for England.
Bellingham plays left centre mid as well.
So I think that's the only. And Shaw likes to overlap as well. That's the only side which I can see England possess.
With the Walker and Mbappe thing as well, if we're too hyper focused on Mbappe, then Dembele could destroy us. Griezmann can destroy us.
I don't know why everyone's like very high on Walker. In terms of he's just come back, but he's just come back from injury. He's had a game and a half under his belt, and you throw in Kylian Mbappe in the best form of his life at him. We saw what Diallo and Sarr did, and you guys are confident that.
No, but
he's got a good chance of unless you play it back five. That works for me personally,
before the tournament started.
But it only works if you play in the back five.
We all knew we were playing France before the tournament started. Remember, I was saying, if
we all knew Kyle Walker was injured, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I think they prepared him for this France game. That's why he played the last group game.
I think Kylian Mbappe.
I'm not saying he's ready. I'm not saying he's fully ready, but I'm saying like he's our best chance.
Does anyone think England win this game?
No,
I think England can win this game.
He's so clever, man. He's so clever. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I think our best chance. I think our best chance relies on Hugo Lloris. What kind of Hugo Lloris performance we get?
Bad shout, you know.
What kind of Hugo Lloris?
Which is kind of tapping into what I said, which is that they blow it rather than
yes.
Harry Kane is key.
Yes,
will be very key.
He knows Hugo Lloris what weaknesses.
Is his teammate anyone in the room? Haseem's behind the camera. Can you see who do you think wins?
I said this on the pod. I think my heart goes with England, but my head goes France. I think France.
So that's France as well. So we've literally 5 England fans all suggesting France win the game.
But then I think as you said, this could be the game.
Yeah,
I think it could be.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be Jude as well. I think Jude might have the biggest impact.
I think England win this. I'm going to go different. I think England win this. Because like we said, Harry Kane and Lloris are teammates.
Yeah.
He scores against him in training every day.
Yeah.
He knows his weak spots. He knows.
Do you think can Jude Bellingham get one over on Chouameni? Games are often won and lost in midfield.
Yes.
One off game.
Jude Bellingham good? Like I know how highly you rate him, but I
Yes.
also know how highly you rate Chouameni. Can Bellingham exploit Chouameni?
On a one-off game, he can. Yes.
I think Jude Bellingham will look at this game and be like, cool. This will make my move to Madrid.
This is his legacy game.
Yeah.
This is Jude Bellingham's legacy game. If Jude Bellingham gets man of the match in this game and England win, this is the game which changes.
£200 million footballer then. Isn't
This is the game that changes his whole career.
Because Perez is on the phone to Dortmund right now, just getting rid of on speed dial. Like if whatever he does now, cool.
I would like to give a public apology as well. I forgot to say.
Apology. What? Here, go on.
Birmingham City when they retired the number 22.
They knew, didn't they?
Yeah,
they knew.
100%. Yeah. But I've got going to my prediction. I'll be real. I've got France winning 3-1.
I think England can do it. I'm going to go England win 3-2. It's going to be a back and forth game.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's going to be an entertaining game of the tournament.
I think
3-2. France, you said.
England 3-2. I've got England 3-2.
Desperately hope you're right, Stars. I'm going to say France win the game 2-1. Painfully.
There we go. Let us know in the comments, guys, who your combined team is, but also what your predictions are for this game. We'll make a video after the game as well, so a roundup of it, and hopefully we'll be vlogging the game as well, the whole experience. So let us know if you enjoy these vlogs and if you enjoy the podcast videos, and check out Rory as well. Link in the description. We made a video on his channel, so go check it out, and we'll see you soon. Bye.